Today we're gonna deep dive the next round of WWE 2K23 DLC because we got some brand new images that have just come out. We're gonna talk about what's in the DLC, what to expect, potential updates for the patches and more. And I'm so excited, let's get right into it. The first thing that we wanna talk about is going to be the latest post from WWE 2K Games themselves regarding the DLC, the Revel with Wyatt Pack. They have confirmed this image of Bray Wyatt. He is in the game as we know, but now we know what the look of Bray Wyatt is gonna be with the big spooky mask and everything. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Comment below your thoughts on this model, this render of Bray Wyatt. Gotta believe we're getting Shatter for his entrance music. Question I have about that specifically, are we gonna get it locked behind the game like we did with Cody? That's a big question mark I do have about that theme song. If that's real music in there, like Cody's theme, I worry that Shatter is going to be locked and we can't do anything. And is it going to impact the character model too, like it has with Cody? If we change anything, is it going to remove the theme song? We'll wait till the DLC comes out. Now, looking at this image of Bray Wyatt, got a few things in here, a few little details for you. You got his look of the lantern, you got his updated mask. It looks like it's a kind of a combination of his looks from his Extreme Rules and his current iteration all pieced together. It could be that it is up in the bun. That's a very distinct possibility. We can also see over Bray Wyatt's shoulder that you do have the door for his entrance from Extreme Rules in his current run. I hope Bray Wyatt comes back. I'm kind of thinking SummerSlam might work. But we do have the door there, so we get that cool aspect of his entrance. The smoke, the fog is in there. And over his other shoulder though, you can kind of make out a face back there, and that looks to be Uncle Howdy. This could mean that we are going to be getting Uncle Howdy as a manager or part of the tag team with Bray Wyatt, and we could have a specific motion for that too. Now on that note, 2K also went out and revealed Uncle Howdy. So Uncle Howdy is going to be part of the next round of DLC for free. So as long as you have the season pass or you go out and buy the individual Revel with Wyatt Pack DLC, you're gonna get Uncle Howdy included with this too as a free playable character. 2K also confirmed on their Twitter that Uncle Howdy is a playable character, not just a manager. What the heck is his moveset? I really wonder. What's this guy gonna do? Is it just like elbow drops off the top rope into pyro? Could be that. He's just running ropes back and forth. It's gonna be hilarious. I'm curious what his moveset's gonna be and really what his whole entrance is going to look and sound like. We've seen previous videos come out from the community that have been able to pull out of the files Uncle Howdy's entrance, and we've covered that here on the channel before. So we have an idea of it, but with all the pieces coming together with the actual character model, music, if they're gonna use the same track that he had in WWE, I'm really curious how all this is gonna come together. And like I said, are we gonna be getting Bray Wyatt entrance with a manager option and getting a specific Bray Wyatt Uncle Howdy entrance in there? Is there going to be a tag team option? Are there going to be tag team moves specifically for Bray and Uncle Howdy? We've had in-ring segments with these two, but we haven't had like tag matches or anything. So I'm excited. I think it's great by 2K for giving us Uncle Howdy for free. And they released these images very early on. Like we are, what, 20 days at the time of this recording away from the next DLC coming out. What I find very funny about that is AEW Fight Forever just released. It's their like launch week. So all the hype, there's a lot of wrestling chatter right now, which is awesome. We got our full review of AEW Fight Forever on the channel. You guys can go check that one out too. Funny that this new wrestling game is coming out and that's what people are talking about. And here comes 2K and they're just like, let's just drop Uncle Howdy for you people. Dummy. Now let's talk some more about the DLC. The DLC is coming out July 19th. And in the DLC, you are going to get Blair Davenport, Bray Wyatt, Joe Gacy, Valhalla, Zeus, and now the added Uncle Howdy. Get in the comments and tell me what you think about this DLC pack overall. Whether we were getting Uncle Howdy or not, this seems just anecdotally seems to be one of the DLC packs that people are most excited for. I think predominantly because of Bray Wyatt. We do know that from looking into the files from World's Finest, who posted this on Twitter back in June, that stable has been added for Viking Warriors as a trios. So it looks like we will be getting a full Viking Raiders trios motion in the game too, which is exciting. Hopefully it means that Valhalla will not only be a manager, but a playable character in the game too. Along with the DLC, we always get the My Faction packs. I know, we're not all very crazy about this. But with that, there tends to be more models that they add into the game. This past week, 2K's been on a big My Faction kick right now with the likes of Asuka getting released for her updated look from the Royal Rumble. Stardust was previously in the files, then removed. There's potential that Stardust is gonna get added back in as a My Faction model. But the big question mark I have is The Fiend. This is the Revel with Wyatt Pack. and they have now given us Uncle Howdy for free, which is awesome. That's a great brand new addition. Bray Wyatt is in there with his updated look, presumably with his new theme as well. Will they add the Fiend? Previously reported by like What's the Status and iWorld's Finest, they have looked and said that the Fiend character model is there, but it looks to be locked behind My Faction. I wonder if this will change and they will give the Fiend to fans, give us the 2K20 model, maybe a few little updates here and there, but put him into the game. If they don't and they lock it behind My Faction, I think that is a bad move by 2K. The Fiend is still wildly popular. This is the Revel with Wyatt Pack. I think fans really want to have all of it and not lock it behind the mode. I think it's doing a disservice to fans, and it will leave a bad taste in their mouth where people are like, why did you give us Uncle Howdy for free, but you can't give us the Fiend, who's presumably even more popular than him, and he's locked behind the mode. I get it from a business side, but I don't think it does much for the players. What they could do as an alternative is, if this does happen, what they could do is they could end up putting the Fiend character model parts into the game under the creation suite. If they give us the Fiend mask and they can put all of his assets in there and just put that in with the next patch update, then we can use Bray Wyatt model and we're okay. That's the only way we can get, and they got to give us the music and the motion and all of it. So it's going to be dicey. This is the one thing that I wonder if 2K is going to do this to give us good fan service and do right by players, or are they going to lock it behind My Faction like they've done with the updated Asuka model as an example. But what else could we see with the DLC? Last time, there's a lot of chatter around models, hidden things that we're going to get. They gave us more of the exhausted finisher motions they put in there with the last patch update. They gave us that new move from Tony D'Angelo, which is a new type of motion that they have now added in, which they are looking to do for next year's game and do more move animations just like that. So I have some hope that we're going to see a little bit more. Uncle Howdy is a big addition. I'm a greedy little player here, and I hope that they add in a little bit more than just Uncle Howdy, because I do think that there is room to add in the likes of a Ric Flair character model from 2K22. I think they could add in Tegan Knox. Bronson Reed could be added in too. Maybe they want to spread it out because we do have another DLC pack coming out after this, and that will end up being the final one. So I'm staying hopeful and optimistic that we're getting more than just Uncle Howdy. It's a great addition, but they are putting him in with the DLC and not marketing it as the next patch update to get a free character. If we look back at tweets posted by World's Finest, who did some digging within the 2K files, they did post on June 13th that brand new slots have been added for 2021 versions of Zelina Vega, Raquel Gonzalez, and Raul Mendoza. They could be doing with this next patch, they could be giving us an updated Zelina Vega, updated models, or at the very least, name changes to the game too. Updated Zelina Vega model would be really awesome. This times out very closely with her run in Backlash, Money in the Bank being in there too. Zelina Vega is on an upswing. She's got a massive fan base, and I think updating her entrance a bit, updating her character model so she's not marked as the Queen Zelina character, that would be a definite improvement and something they should totally patch in. But let's talk about the patch. We need more fixes and updates in the game. I know that so many of us in the community are going to say, here is the list. Here are the 50,000 things that we need fixed, brother. But there are some essential things that should be updated and fixed. We've talked about this a little bit in previous videos, but with this next patch coming out, they have an opportunity to do even more with, I think, double title matches within universe mode. I think that's something that they definitely need to address. More stability, especially on PlayStation. I still hear a lot of players on the PlayStation side always complaining of game crashing and bugs. Hopefully more stuff is getting addressed. Your reported concerns are getting addressed. Sami Zayn's theme music getting updated. I think they definitely need to do that. I don't think we see arenas or titles being included, any of the new versions in there. I think we're beyond that and we gotta wait until the next game. But if they can update theme songs, some of the entrance motions, tidy them up, fix up universe mode a little bit more, we could be looking at a really good, solid patch update for this time around. What else do we need to see in 2K23? What needs to come in this next patch? And comment below, what do you think about Uncle Howdy and Bray Wyatt's reveal? Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, all that good stuff. I'll see you on the next one.